Guys, today we are going to do a half double crochet two together, and this is the pattern we're going to use. Any number in our base and our foundation chain plus 2, and then we're going to make these half double crochets together in each space, but we're going to always put 2. You can see there's 2 of them in here, and we kind of make an inverted V. Now I did just kind of cheat and started a foundation row. So if you've been watching videos, it's any number. I have 16 plus the 2 that it's talking about, and so we're going to get that started. So we're half double. Remember, it's yarn over. We start second, third hook from. We skip 2. So we skip 1, 2, and put it in the third from the hook, stitch from the hook, and we're going to start that half double. Now, half double normally goes through all 3, but we're just going to go through 2. And then we're going to yarn over again to make a new half double crochet in the next loop or space, stitch. Now we're going to go through 2, and joining them together, we're going to go through the last 3. So let's do that again. Now we are making this one just where we were. We're going to start that half double. We have 3 loops on our hook. We're going to go through 2. We're going to yarn over. Next stitch, we're going to start another one. We're going to go just through 2. Because remember, we're chaining these together, and then we're going to the last 3. We'll put those together. So we're going to do this. It's a 1 row repeat. We're going to do this for all the way across. And as we build up, this has a pretty drape to it. I'm using a little stiffer yarn today. I'm trying to use a little bit of that yarn that I received for free. She was getting rid of it, and she brought it to me, which I'm so thankful for. So we're just going to do that. I'm hoping this blue shows up good. So we have 3, and that's our last step. We're going to go through all 3. Now, if you want to put a stitch marker, we want to make sure we get inside this one right here. So if you want to put a stitch marker on that when you're working, to help you remind you that's the stitch you're going to end with in the next row, then do that. I tend to not use them unless I'm just doing certain projects, but that is important to remember that stitch just before I forget to say something. So we are going to do that, like I said, all the way across. And I know a half double normally goes through all 3. Normally a half double goes, you go in and you go through all of them. But remember, we're just going through 2 because we're going to join the next one together with it. And that, depending on what stitch marker you use, I've got some really pretty metal ones that would help keep that little tail down from curling up. Okay, how is everybody doing? Are you having nice cool weather? Our nights the next 2 days are going to be like in the 40s. I'm going to love that. I like the cool weather coming in. I'm not a snow person or she had cats. I think there was a little bit of cat hair in there. But then it's going to get back up in the 90s. It's going to throw everybody. Sinuses are kind of acting up now. And it's going to throw everybody off a little bit through a loop. Getting a little scratchy throat today. But I'll take the cool weather. Fall can start now. I know it's got a couple more weeks for summer, but when it's been so hot, I think just about everybody's ready. And we're not getting any rain. There's actually no burn rules right now. Some friends were going to go camping, and she noticed that there's no burn. There's a burn ban, and they won't be able to do like a campfire as of now unless something changes because it's been so dry. All right, I'm going to get a little bit more yarn here. We'll get to the end. Whoop, see, I think I skipped, didn't I? I did. Just make sure you go right back where you were. I almost made that mistake. Alright, tail, need to curl the other way. Alright, so our last one. And then we're going to go through 2. If you used a softer yarn, of course this would have a better, sorry, my brain. An excellent drape. The word I was trying to remember is drape. I chain 2. We're going to turn. And the very first one, we're going to use a true half double crochet. Oh, there we go. And then we're going to start our pairing together. Remember, it's just through 2. Go to the next one. 2, then through 3. All right, let's see if we can pick up a little bit of speed here. Now I'm going to finish to the end, and then we're going to catch up with each other because this is just the same. But we want to make sure again that we catch that last stitch. So I'll be right back with you. So we're at the end of this row, and we're going to be doing the last 2. So I'm putting my first one in here, going through 2. Remember, we want to catch this chain 2 that we made. So if it's easy to turn, I will use a stiffer yarn because I wanted to make sure, I was hoping it would be easier to see. I think I'm going to work up a sample in that soft yarn so you can see the drape would be more noticeable. This is a stiffer yarn, just a red heart, I believe. It wasn't labeled, but I think it's a red heart, you know, worsted. So it's just like value yarn, so it's a little bit stiff. So there is 2 rows. So I'm going to work this up a little bit more so you can see it. And then I think I'll do a little bit of softer yarn and let you see how well that kind of flows or drapes. That would be pretty in a blanket. So I shall see you shortly with the end results. Okay, so here is my sample. Just note to self on your foundation chain, I'm finding it's a little tight, so I really needed to maybe go up 1 hook size on the bottom. Of course, if I used a bigger hook, this would be a easier drape. But like I said, I used more of a bargain yarn, so it's a little stiff. Let me see if we can get this to kind of pull apart. You can kind of see the stitches. Okay, so my phone overheated, so we're just going to go back. I'm just going to try to pull these a little bit better apart. You can kind of see that inverted V. So that is the paired half double, and that's what it looks like. If you used a softer yarn, or as I said, it would have a softer drape. I think next time, of course, if I used a bigger hook again, that would have been a little bit easier for this stiff yarn. But I think I'll go up 1 hook as a lesson learned on my foundation chain, because it kind of goes in right here because it's tighter. It's not that I could always block it on my board, but it's just kind of, it's coming across right down in here, just a little tight. I can just it's harder to pull. So that would be my only change or suggestion on that. And so that's it for today. Let me know how you like this stitch, and I will be seeing you tomorrow for day 8. Have a good evening, guys.